Hello, it's Not Bad Cat here on January 8th, 2022 with your weekly Rimworld mod updates and uploads. This week I made some big changes to what you see on the screen. I think you'll like it. Let's get rolling. Mlie has 2 new mods this week for ideology users, Convert then Recruit and Convert then Enslave. Colonists of a different ideology are a pain. They're unhappy and disgusted by your heathen lifestyle and will mental break more easily. Your moral leader can use their conversion ability, but it has a cooldown, and a happy pawn is much more difficult to convert. It's easier to put new recruits in prison to convert them. But you might miss the notification that they've been converted, so they sit in your prison until you look at their stats to find out why it's taking so long. Convert, then Recruit, and Convert, then Enslave stop that from happening. In the prisoner menu, you have an option to Convert, then Recruit, or Convert, then Enslave. In the mod settings, each mod has a setting that allows you to pick which should happen first: Reduce Resistance, or Convert. Smooth Walls and Floors by Hyper allows you to build, well, smooth walls and floors. This is great if you have a beautiful bedroom, except one tile that wasn't rough stone. So you have to either settle with one wrong floor, or put something on top of it that hides it completely. It's also handy for when breachers break in and ruin the look. Just replacing smooth marble wall with a constructed marble wall doesn't look good. It takes 10 of any stone brick to create one section of wall or floor tile, so it will take some resource investment. The walls do have slightly different stats compared to their base game version, having less HP, but more beauty. cliffyq has brought us a very handy mod this week with Foot Traffic Heatmap. You know those dirt trails that are made because people take shortcuts across the grass rather than follow the sidewalk? This mod lets you see where a pawn, or all of your pawns, travel the most, so you can better optimize your base. You might put floors down where your pawns walk so they can move faster, or you can catch pawns traveling through your freezer constantly, ruining the temperature to get to some other room. Perhaps relocate your pawn's bedroom closer to where they spend the bulk of their time. There are plenty of race mods, but many are just taking races from other games or franchises and putting them into Rimworld. Others are overpowered or don't fit the look of Rimworld. Alien/Race, Seren from Stardust by OdysseyLotus isn't any of those. OdysseyLotus includes origins and history of the Seren and admits that they are pretty much space elves. They are slightly better or slightly worse than humans in a variety of skills. If you have an abundance of steel, you might not want a Seren to mine steel because they are slower at it. But when every steel counts, getting extra can let you build that wind turbine at the beginning of the game a little bit sooner. Since they use the base game body and head shapes, vanilla clothing works on them, and they should work well with other mod additions. Alpha Memes by Sarg Bjornson got a very nice update this week, including a new structure, Steampunk. The update also adds compatibility with alpha biomes, allowing you to use the stone types from that mod for the ideology floors. And there's a ton more styles for various objects for both base game and alpha memes structures. So here's a look. Steampunk. Oracle of Thessia added 3 new mods this week that pair well with Alpha Meme's new Steampunk structure. Steampunk Just Brass, Steampunk Aeroports, and Steampunk Trader Airships. Steampunk Just Brass is just brass. If you like the look of brass, you can make it using 10 steel and 1 gold to make 10 brass. Steampunk Aeroports is a retexture for the Rimcentral Spaceports mod. Visitors can arrive in style and be wowed by your matching aesthetic. It's great for any playthroughs that never make it to Spacer Tech. Steampunk Trader Airships is just like the mod Trader Ships by Automatic. It will work just the same, but you can't have both in the same mod list. I originally wanted to show you this mod last week, but I couldn't get my colonists to make graffiti to show you, even if their mood was terrible. Tagaris added the painting spree mental break this week, which I can force a pawn to have via dev tools. Are you bored of your colonists creating the same large statue over and over? So are they. When artistic pawns are unhappy, they might decorate your base with ugly graffiti. They'll feel much better and get some recreation in, but it takes some time to clean their art off. What a mess one pawn makes. That wraps up the mod updates and uploads for this week of January 8th, 2022. If you're interested in any of these mods, you can find links to them in my description. And if you thought the infographic parts were a vast improvement over last week, let me know in the comments. I already know that I'm going to be changing some things. Also, if you know a good mod that makes working with dev commands easier and faster, please tell me about it. I'll be eternally grateful. That said, I'm not Bad Cat, and I'll see you next week.